Hey there, guys. Yo and hello. Moonlight Butterfly Miku is back. I know it has been such a while. I can't even count, honestly, but it's been a while since I've uploaded another OmoTales. Yep, it's that time again. I know, like I said, I know it's been a while, but there's been a lot going on lately, mainly with my mom being in the hospital, but she's doing better now, so maybe I'll be able to upload a little more frequently. But then again, nothing really, worthy of telling a story has happened until today. So cut back to this afternoon, early this afternoon. So we were just about, as I mentioned, to go visit my mom in the hospital, right? Me and my dad. So he parks in the garage. We have a garage. So he parked in the garage, and we couldn't get to the garage. There's a gate that blocks off to the garage to get in it. And if someone is parked in front of there, which is exactly what happened, we can't get inside. We can't open the gate to get the car. So that was the problem. Therein lies the problem. Somebody was blocking the driveway, so we couldn't get out. So I told my dad, I said, someone's blocking here, so there's no way you can get in. He's like looking around. So he went to the neighbor house, rang the bell, no one answered. Then he was he didn't do it. He was about to call a tow truck, because that's what you're supposed to do. If someone's parked in your driveway when you're clearly not supposed to park there, then you have all rights to call the tow company and they will tow the freaking car, because that's being an inconvenience. But it didn't get to that point, thank goodness. And if you hear all that, it's because it's raining cats and dogs outside, so I apologize for that. But continuing on with the story. So before my dad could even call the tow and whatever, and my cousin was also with us, the guy comes. I don't know. I think he came from the other direction. I don't know exactly where, but it was his car. He's running. And he's like, oh, I'm about to move it. I'm about to move it, blah, blah, blah. And my dad at this point is pissed, because this is actually the second time this has happened that someone has parked in the driveway, right? So my dad, of course, being my dad, is pissed. And, he starts, and the guy's like, oh, I'm not here to argue, you're being disrespectful, blah, 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 And honestly, it's my dad. I know how he is. He's a hothead. He can, when things happen, sometimes his temper gets ahead of him. And honestly, that's something that he needs to stop. But anyway, I was outside too. So I was hearing both sides of the tale, which, again, he was in the wrong because he shouldn't have parked there. If you know this is an active driveway where people have to come and go, why would you park in front of it when there are plenty of spaces on the street to park? But, the guy's like, I'm going to move it, blah, blah, blah. I said, yes, can you please? I was very nice. See, I wasn't getting into all this rigmarole, yammer bullshit, this, blah, 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 you got it. No. Because it's really not worth it. Sometimes you just have to talk down to people to make them realize what they did wrong. Instead of coming at them, screaming, yeah. Because when you're screaming, what is it doing? It's not doing anything, and no one's getting anywhere. And it's just, going to escalate into something huge, which we do not need. Which I do not need. So I calmly tried to talk to the guy. I think his name was Tony. But I calmly talked to him. I just said, please, we're trying to go, to get out so we can go see my mom, because she's in the hospital. And there's no way we can get in if you're blocking it. I asked, I was like, why did you even park there? He's like, oh, well, I was coming right back. It wasn't going to be long. I said, regardless, sir. Regardless of whether it was going to be long or short, you don't know if the person needs to get out, especially if, they parked in the garage. Keep it clear. Why is that so hard? I was like, it's not that hard. There was spaces. Even if you had to double park, fine. But don't park in an active driveway. And then, let's say my dad did call the tow company and got his car towed. Then that would have been a whole nother issue. But we didn't go there. He came out. He moved the car, And then he was like, and then it seemed like because I wasn't arguing. I'm telling you right now, I'm talking calmly the way I'm talking to my audience right now. And I said to him, I was like, look, no one's arguing. No, you see, I'm talking to you like an adult, a 31-year-old adult. I'm talking to you straight, just talking to you. And I had to tell my dad, he's still, I said, just get in the car, Dad. I was like, get in the car. And because this isn't the first time I had to calm him down. Like I said, he's a hothead. So me trying to be mature individual here, was telling the man, I just said, look, in future reference, can you just not park in the driveway, even if you live around here, whatever, because it's a real inconvenience. Now, if it was an emergency, he was like, oh, well, you can come ring the doorbell, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here like, even if that was true, you go ring the doorbell. How do I know you're not even going to answer the door, you know? And I'm sitting there and I got to get somewhere. I got to go. And I'm sitting here waiting for you to move your car. What sense does that make? It would make, I told him, I was like, it would make everything so much easier if you just don't park there. Just park on the street. And he was saying that we share it or whatever. I'm like, yeah, we share it. Even if we share it, when you share something, you're supposed to be mindful of the person that you're sharing with. You know, I mean, this was all the stuff I was saying to him. And I was like, you know, we're just going to leave it at that. You know, I'm just going to, you know, I'm like, I told him my name, blah, blah, blah. And the whole situation was diffused because I was like, listen, I really don't have time to do this. I was telling my dad, I was like, maybe you do, but I don't. I don't have time to be arguing with people. I don't have time to be screaming and cursing and making a scene and making myself look like an ass. No. For me, if you're in the wrong, I'd rather show you you're in the wrong rather than yell at you and tell you you're in the wrong. No, you need to see it from my side. And he saw it from that side. And he was like, oh, well, I know, you know, I hope your mom is okay, blah, 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 and your wife. And I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I do. You know, because like I said, I was like, I just hope that, you know, we don't need to go through this again. You know, so that was it. That was it. That was it. End of story. You know, simple thing, bottom line, just don't park in the driveway. So that was my OmoTales for the day. And as you see, I am so dressed down today because it is nighttime and I have my little Miss Muffet bonnet on and my sweater and my Boycott Monday shirt. So I'm in my PJs just chilling, but I had to tell you guys this story. I know it's, like I said, I keep saying that it's been so long, but I'm gonna try to upload a little bit more frequently with the OmoTales. Only if stuff good happens. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And also, have you ever had a dispute with a neighbor or anything like that? Leave that down in the comments below and how you handled the situation. So guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and the only way you can see more videos from Moonlight Butterfly Miku is to subscribe to this channel. So I appreciate it very much. And I'll be back with another OmoTale hopefully soon. So stay tuned. Alright, so until then, I'm going to close this and just enjoy the rain and just relax for the rest of the night. Because honestly, I was kind of annoyed by the whole thing, but I'm good now. So take care, guys. And as always, this is Moonlight Butterfly Miku saying bye, guys, and have a great night.